Mr. Chair, and my perspective is needed here now more than ever. I will not be silenced, and I will not let you distort my words. Folks forget I'm from the city of Detroit, the most beautiful, blackest city in the country, where I learned to speak truth to power even if my voice shakes. Trying to bully or censor me won't work, because this movement for a ceasefire is much bigger than one person. It's growing every single day. There are millions of people across our country who oppose Netanyahu's extremism and are done watching our government support collective punishment and the use of white phosphorus bombs that melt flesh to the bone. They are done watching our government, Mr. Chair, supporting cutting off food, water, electricity, and medical care to millions of people with nowhere to go. Like me, Mr. Chair, they don't believe the answer to war crimes is more war crimes. The refusal of Congress and the administration to acknowledge Palestinian lives is chipping away at my soul. Over 10,000 Palestinians have been killed. Majority were children. But let me be clear. My criticism has always been of the Israeli government and Netanyahu's actions. It is important to separate people and governments, Mr. Chair. No government is beyond criticism. The idea that criticizing the government of Israel is anti-Semitic sets a very dangerous precedent, and it's being used to silence diverse voices speaking up for human rights across our nation. Do you realize what it's like, Mr. Chair, for the people outside the chamber right now, listening in agony to their own government dehumanizing them? To hear the President of the United States, we helped elect, dispute death tolls as we see video after video of dead children and parents under rubble. Mr. Chair, do you know what it's like to fear rising hate crimes, to know how Islamophobia and anti-Semitism makes us all less safe, and worry that your own child might suffer the horrors that 6-year-old Wadia did in Illinois? I can't believe I have to say this, but Palestinian people are not disposable.
Right.
We are human beings, just like anyone else. My city, my grandmother, like all Palestinians, just wants to live her life with freedom and human dignity we all deserve. Speaking up to save lives, Mr. Chair, no matter faith, no matter ethnicity, should not be.
Wow. Okay, folks, first of all, you just saw the crocodile tears that were coming. We're going to show a video here. Where were those crocodile tears when you were being asked about Israeli babies and the Hamas terrorists cutting off their heads and shoving babies into ovens? Where were your tears then, Rashida Tlaib? I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. She's not being censured. So now she's out there crying her own, cry me a river, cry me a river. Here's the world's smallest violin. Can you hear it? No. And then take a look at the faces. Look at this guy over here. Look at this. Look here. Okay? Look over here. Look at this guy's face. Take a look at this, folks. You would think, okay, that you were at a funeral or something. These faces over here. This show of solidarity. Look, you have your First Amendment right, okay, to say whatever you want. But at least you should be intellectually honest with yourself to be balanced. And I'm going to show a video right now of when Rashida Tlaib was being asked by reporters, and she ran away from them. Wouldn't stand there with the courage of her convictions and even denounce Hamas as a terrorist organization for killing children, for initiating the terrorist attack that started this whole damn thing in the first freaking place. Where the hell were you then? Where were your tears then, Rashida Tlaib? Unbelievable. Anyways, welcome back, one and all. Welcome back to the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I'm your host, Dr. Nasir, and this is what we have on tap for you today, folks. So stick around. You won't want to miss what we put right after this episode. Let's go right now to that link.
Terrorists have cut off babies' heads and burned children alive. Do you support Israel's rights to defend themselves against this brutality?
We're just gonna go through here.
You can't comment about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads. Congresswoman, do you have a comment on Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? You have nothing to say about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads?
She's got nothing to say. Nothing to say about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads. No crying there, okay? No bring up a picture of her grandmother. All right, no bring up a picture of babies' heads being chopped. No pictures, nothing like that. Just running away with their security detail, whoever this guy was, trying to get to her office so she can stick her head between her freaking legs and cower under her desk in Congress. Instead of standing up with your convictions and at least standing up and saying something, being intellectually honest. But no, you want to be intellectually dishonest, and now you stand up in the halls of Congress and crying yourself a tears of river so everybody can hear because you're going to be censured. You're going to be censured. Good! Good that you're going to be censured. You're one of those fraudulent Muslims that are out there, and I ought to know. That's just unbelievable. You're not a Muslim. You're a freaking Muslimist. That's what you are. You can have your First Amendment right to hang the Palestinian flag outside. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I don't agree with it, but okay, fine. You're supposed to be an American first. That's what that is. You want to have dissenting views with the government? Okay, perfectly fine. But don't start chanting anti-Semitic religious tropes and religious songs, and then basically say, oh, you're from the river to the sea. That doesn't mean anything. It's all goody-goody stuff. It's just a song. No, it's not. It's not. It's a genocidal song. How come we're telling you it's triggering us, okay? I'm going to use one of the lefty words. It's triggering me. It's triggering a lot of people. So don't use it, right? That's what you tell everybody else. Oh, if it's microaggressions, if they trigger somebody microaggressions, then you know what? You need to stop because you're hurting people's feelings. Because feelings matter. Feelings matter. Well, all right then. I'm telling you right now, and a lot of people, millions of people are saying that song hurts their feelings. So stop using it. Stop saying it. Why don't you guys do whatever the hell you tell everybody else to do? No, because you know what? It's rules for thee, but not for we. That's your basic mantra. That's your premise. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, and nobody else can do whatever the hell they want to do.
Do you condone what Hamas has done, chopping off babies' heads, burning children alive, raping women in the street? You have no comment about children's heads being chopped off?
No, of course she doesn't. Why would she?
Congressman, why do you have the Palestinian flag outside?
Oh, look at this person here, putting her hand on her shoulder, comforting her. Oh, Rashida, don't worry, honey, baby. We'll take good care of you. You're a strong woman. You're a big, strong woman, okay? Turning your back on everything. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Reporter here is trying to ask her a question, but no, she doesn't want to answer it because she's a freaking coward. That's why.
Your office if you do not condone what Hamas terrorists have done to Israel. Do Israeli lives not matter?
Now I'm going to take you back just a few seconds so we can see the beginning of the part just before the tears start to flow. Because they're flowing now in the chambers of Congress, in the halls of Congress. The tears of Rashida Tlaib are flowing, streaming. There's, river of tears are falling down onto the crocodile below. Now the tears come out because she's talking about her C2 and her grandmother and her family and whatever. Which, listen, we all know that this is all around. This is a huge cluster. You know what it is. And yes, the fighting needs to be stopped. Ceasefire, whatever, okay? But there's got to be, the other side wants to agree to have it too. The Hamas terrorists, they don't want to have a ceasefire. They want to continue the bloodshed. They want to continue the atrocities. They want to continue for the annihilation, the destruction of Israel. That's what they want, not the Palestinian people, but the Hamas terrorists, the Hamas organization that is supposedly in power right now. That's what they want. Anyways, let's get back to the beginning because I have some comments to talk about in terms of the crying of the tears and then everybody coming to her defense. Let's go to that right now. It's starting. There it is. It's starting.
Right.
Oh, you got it. You got it, babe.
We are human beings, just like anyone else. My city, my grandmother, like all Palestinians, just wants to live her life with freedom and human dignity we all deserve.
Look at the faces
Speaking up
here.
to save lives, Mr. Chair.
Ilhan Omar coming to the rescue.
Ethnicity should not be
Little
controversial in this
tears
chamber.
coming up over
The
here.
cries of the
This
Palestinian
guy looking at something going on
and
over
Israeli
here.
Children sound no different to me. Why? What I don't understand is why the cries of Palestinians sound different to you all.
They don't.
We cannot lose our shared humanity, Mr. Chair. I hear the voices of advocates in Israel, in Palestine, across America, and around the world for peace. I am inspired by the courageous survivors in Israel who have lost loved ones, yet are calling for a ceasefire and the end to violence. I am grateful to the people in the streets for the peace movement, with countless Jewish Americans across the country standing up and lovingly saying, "Not in our name." We will continue to call for a ceasefire, Mr. Chair, for the immediate delivery of critical humanitarian aid to Gaza, for the release of all hostages and those arbitrarily detained, and for every American to come home. We will continue to work for a real lasting peace that upholds human rights and dignity of all people.
Yes, and when President Trump did the Abraham Accords, what did you guys think of that? You didn't like that at all. Oh, that was a bunch of crap. Oh, it didn't mean a damn thing. No. That was the first president since Carter that was able to at least broker some peace deals between Arab nations and Israel. And you guys didn't like it then. And here's another thing. If this is so freaking heartfelt, I'm just saying, if this is so freaking heartfelt, shouldn't you be able to say it from your freaking heart? Right? Why do you have to read it off a damn piece of paper? That's what I don't understand. You know it. You don't have to read it off a piece of paper. If this is so ingrained, if this is so entrenched, okay, if this is how you feel about it, there's no need to be doing it with a piece of paper. I don't use a freaking script when I'm on my YouTube channel. I don't use a script because I know exactly the way that I feel. And yes, you get freaking passionate sometimes, but you know what? That's what happens. She was being passionate. But she needed a piece of paper to be passionate. She's reading off the damn script. She probably didn't even write it herself. That's the difference, folks. That's the difference. Where's the passion in reading from, saying it from your heart? Instead of, mimicking it off of a script that you don't even know the words to yourself, that you have to read it. Anyways, folks, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. That was, you know what? Sometimes things just light the fire underneath you and you just got to let it out. We appreciate you taking the time to watch. I've been your host, Dr. Nasir. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to our channel, like, share, and follow us. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out our links above and below. Leave with my final thought, which has always been, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're just damn wrong. Until next time, folks, take care and stay safe.